Michelle and Jason Flum, the founder and host of the Wrongful Conviction podcast, join us now. And, you know, Michelle, we've shared stories on our show before of people falsely incarcerated, and your story is devastating on so many levels. I'm curious, after that 20-year process, you're finally set free. How have you been able to move on?
It's a second-by-second struggle. I still struggle just to keep going and moving forward. Everything is so new to me. Driving a car, just having a place of my own. I'm over 40 years old, and I'm just learning life.
Well, Michelle, you spent your formative years locked away, and you didn't have a normal development as a result. And while that's challenging in and of itself, there's obviously other challenges, like perhaps people still believe that you might have committed the crime. They still don't believe you. Have you come up with that, and how have you dealt with it?
I can be mean, that's all I can do. And people are gonna make their own conclusions out of whatever they want.
So when you think about where you are now and everything you've been through, 20 years in prison for a crime you did not commit, have you been able to let go of the anger and maybe even forgive the system that incarcerated you?
It's kind of complicated. Some days it's easier than others. I choose to forgive because it wouldn't do me any good to hold on to that unforgiveness. Even though I do struggle with anger at times.
As you mentioned, you are trying to move on. To that point, I wanted to ask Jason, who I know has been such a great support system for you. What attracted you to Michelle's story, and why did you grow attached to this person?
She's a remarkable person. I mean, she's a survivor in so many ways. I knew about the case, but when I Googled it, I'm getting the chills now thinking about it. I remember I was on my way home in a taxi, and I just said, oh my God, like, what have we done? Like, what are we doing as a society to people like her? It rocked me to my soul. And then the next day I met Michelle at the Innocence Project headquarters. We had a lunch, and I got to talk to her, and I just said, I'm gonna do whatever I can to give her back a tiny fraction of what she's lost, because that's all I can do.
When you were on the show last time, Jason, I applauded you for all the work you do, and Michelle, you're talking about relearning life, and I know having someone like Jason in your life plays a big role. And it's a blessing, because I know that, like, it's frustrating for me to watch the tape, because I feel like in the last couple of years, I've learned a lot more about forced confessions and what they can do to ruin someone's life. And then also, the wrong person ends up free, and the wrong person gets incarcerated. But here you are, despite everything, and you do have allies. You have people that believe in you. And I don't know that you could even answer this right now. What are your hopes?
I want to be a part of my daughter's life. And I'm gonna go back into prisons and speak out. I'm gonna renew their hope and their faith, and maybe give them a little bit of strength to keep going and fighting that fight.
Jason, it sounds like your response to hearing her talk means that she's well equipped to do this.
Yeah, I think today's a real turning point. I mean, what a thing for the girls back in prison to be watching you on TV and giving them hope.